Page 24.
Page 24. What? Yes. Okay.
Om Kendra Hom Hom Be Om Sobhava Shuddha Sarvada Sobhava Shuddha Tombe Namle Ale Tupe Nu Namjena Hong Ye Xiao Ale Sume Tupe Ten Samje Meja Sapa Mebe Drza Nambala Ranrange Sile Chepar Chindu.
From the state of emptiness arises A, from which arise skull cups, each containing a Hong. The syllables melt and turn into inconceivable offering clouds, undefiled nectar in essence, and a variety of distinct features and appearance.
Om Benza Agama Om Benza Enza Manava Om Benza Om Benza Pate Om Benza Pupe Om Benza Dupe Om Benza Aloke Om Benza Gende Om Benza Nevede
In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. Shri is non-dual primordial wisdom. He is emptiness of causes and so forth. Ru is free from coming together, and Ka is nowhere abiding. I am glorious Heruka, the cause of benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. Shri Heruko Ham.
Danye Parje Dombar Sarve Ponga Jarva Rangata Kama Yunga Jinje Tona Sanjo Samba Sarvaye Toso Hongna Hongya Nana Neja Masa Shejurba Soja Drupa Yonsa Jala Meshe Dorje Rara Sabja Rava Korda Lare Yeshe Meye Korkanje Sanso Geje Yumne Drava Satya Ramje Chemborcho.
28. I appear as great glorious Cakrasamvara. My 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families. My 5 elements are the 5 mothers, and my 5 sources are the bodhisattvas. From the life force syllable hung at my heart emerge 4 Sumbani mantras, black, green, red, and yellow. They emanate into the 4 directions and transform into an indestructible Vajra fence, ground, web, tent, canopy, and a dome of wisdom flames, becoming a vast protection sphere. Solid, secure, and utterly terrifying, it is impregnable to obstructors, even to Brahma.
Om Bena Bendana Benda Bava Benda Benda Ho Om Benda Chakara Hom Bang Ho Om Benda Bendara Hom Bang Ho Om Benda Betana Hom Kang Ho Om Benda Sharan Zola Sam 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 Om Benda Zola Analang Hong 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 Rang Heroga Sarve Toga Hong Lewa Lama Dan Kolo Don Bala Zon Den Jenang Garchen.
The light radiating from the hung at the heart of myself, appearing as Haruka, invites the Guru and the gathering of Cakrasamvara deities into the space before me.
Benza Samanza Namo Gurube Namashe Cakrasamvara Mandala Be Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Akambate Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Bade Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Vive Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Vive Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Aloke Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Rangende Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva Nevede Bade Tasova Om Shri Heruka Sapareva sumla doja je depa mega sosoja Dove gala jaya ra sanje sanjo ye jesu Sanje chodan somjola sanjo parda daja Ramjin dunga ragrasa sancho samne cheparje Sancho choga samne chejene Simchen tamje dagan rundunye Sancho junjo yon cheparje Sanjen drupa
Page 33. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddha's awakening in mind. And I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the supreme mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the supreme bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the merits of beings and will hold the Buddha's awakening in mind. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the supreme mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the supreme bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. The field of accumulation dissolves into me.
Senye kunzo sarabema dorje me tutruje Deve nazo chuje deva nyema jede dendendo Tatun sese chenkor vusa yamsa sazole Nare nate kije yo dorje homjen tenwomba Untre jajon drove tunze landu sawo la tempe Danya sawo samsen danje yonso jele lebzo Danya chomde deven choje nanga damben dan choje Shaje jenzan jeze tende taje tende Tuka rinchen zete jinja rabe tozo jinjembe Zemo norwa dunda nazo dorje yonda daze Sanye dode yamla chuje yamgang gumben jizete Gowa taze yepa jambe tense nama paneshe Tashan chorshen tolong abje toshar tonje saje Kunja karga nyamde bando dorje namje sirendo Shache jinza chanram chansa tepa ngambo ngacheche Sayun tunpa durse kama yamjen gunan chujento Yepa tenzo dorje chego sona kuna tekpeso Yunja janshe yepa yamde denyam jedro lansoche Ramze jimmo charla jeshen toka ngakcho toshache Saja ngakde yamyam nikan simpe teshen tajancha Karpe meta zikji tande tapshi nyonjo derebe Dunda yunja eba namsong kando lama tumjim Zukje matang moja masa shache jinsan chubesha Shache jadu tukang ujim kambo ngapcho toshache Saya Drikung Kagyu Lineage, Torma Garchen Sajanga de Rudra Dina Ejang Kagyu Subject Datin Drupon Shanga Karu Tupan Lana Deva Data Ungan Rimba Pema Amarpo Nyanka Nazo Dorjee Homo Yabje Nyanka Omaka Go Nama Hese Tane Chizo Soa Homako Chapa Yeso Boa Hena Meni Homo Homas Yena Gula Pehan Janko Yamje Tewa Hombama Nyanka Tumde Kato Moje Kato Nulme Tamoto Go Shimre Rabdo Saje Chizo Homo Homja Yena Gula Pepe Tuka Rabdo Zembe Chim
Back to page 36. My body gradually dissolves into the awareness hung, which then remains in space in the form of a nada string. From the luminous and empty natural state of all phenomena arises an intensely blazing protection sphere, a Vajra ground, fence, tent, web, canopy, and masses of fire. At its center arise space, wind, fire, water, earth, and Mount Meru, upon which arise a variegated lotus and a crossed Vajra. At the center of that arises Brahm, from which arises a great immeasurable palace made of various precious substances, brilliant and complete in its characteristics. Outside are spheres of lotuses and Vajras, masses of fire, and the charnel grounds. Inside the palace, in the center of a multicolored lotus, is a sun disk with Bhairava and Kalaratri as a seat, upon which is a mandala of sun and moon, and the white vowels and red consonants. In an instant, the nada of my awareness enters it and transforms into a Vajra with a brilliant hung at its center. Light emanating from it makes offerings to the Buddhas and benefits beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the seed syllable. The moon, sun, seed syllable, and implement transform, and I arise as a transcendent conqueror, Cakrasamvara, outshining the radiance of a clear sky. I have one face, 3 eyes, and bared fangs. My hair knot is adorned with a jeweled dried skulls bound by a garland of Vajras along my hairline. The top of my hair knot is adorned with a jewel, the front with a crossed Vajra, and the left with a crescent moon. Holding a Vajra and bell in my hands, I am embracing the consort. With my left leg bent, I stand on Bhairava's head, and my outstretched right leg presses down between Kalaratri's breasts. I bear the 6 charnel ground adornments, a loose tiger skin skirt, and a garland of 50 freshly severed heads around my neck, and I display the 9 moods of dance. On my lap is coral-colored Vajrayogini, with 1 face and 3 eyes. Half her hair flows down loosely, and the other half is bound up with 5 dried skulls. Embracing the neck of the father, her left hand offers a skull cup filled with nectar. The right hand, in threatening mudra, fiercely brandishes a curved knife with a Vajra handle. Her left leg is outstretched, and her right leg is wrapped around the father. Blissful and endowed with the youth of a 16-year-old, her beauty is extraordinary. She is naked and delights in blood, wears a garland of 50 dried skulls, and is endowed with the 5 mudras. The father and mother are adorned with the major and minor marks and silken scarves. Like the fire at the end of time, their blissful union of method and wisdom is magnificent. In front is blue Dakini, to the left is green Lama, behind is red Kandaroha, and to the right is yellow Rupini. Each has 1 face, 3 eyes, menacing laughter, bared fangs, hair flying loose, a crown ornament of dried skulls, and a garland of 50 dried skulls around the neck. In their right hands they each brandish aloft in space a curved knife, and in their left they hold to their hearts skulls filled with blood. Banga into the crook of the left arm. Their bodies are naked and sensuous, and they are endowed with the 5 symbols. With right leg outstretched and left leg bent, they dance majestically upon corpses. In the 4 intermediate directions upon mundus are vases filled with the 5 nectars and topped by skull cups filled with the 5 meats. At the forehead of each deity on a moon disk is a white om, at the throat on a lotus is a red a, and at the heart at the center of a crossed vajra is a blue hung. At the father's heart are white om ha, at the forehead yellow namahi, at the crown red soha hu, at both shoulders black bautsat he, at both eyes crimson hung hung ho, and at all limbs green pet hung. At the navel of the mother is red om bam, at the heart is blue hang yom, at the mouth is white rim mom, at the head yellow ring ring, at the crown green hung hung, and at all limbs gray pet pet. Pem pem, the light radiating from the hung at my heart invites the viras and yoginis of the 10 directions and the empowerment deities into the space before me. Zahong Bam Ho, the wisdom and commitment beings become indivisible.
Om Yoga Shuddha Sarvada Yoga Shuddha Om Sarvada Danda Abhe Khenza Dhamma Shepe Sarda Vanle Durjaya Kame Bhamba Sadhu Thunene Jadar Tamba Zamjane Tejen Shiva Drzata Laye Chuna Dabaye Tejen Daga Tuje
Om Sarva Tathagata Abhikensa Tu Mam. Having been supplicated, the empowerment deities hold aloft vases filled with nectar and proclaim, just as the Buddhas were bathed upon birth, we will bathe you with the pure water of the gods.
Sarva Dada Gada Abhekanda Samaya Shiraya Gagajamada Deva Chimbaran Jen Chojana Wanharandan chola jinjala zola mejo yomla nanam kandro majaran jovajanjo.
Saying this, they bestow the empowerment with the nectar, which fills my body and purifies all defilements, transforming me into the supreme nature of great bliss. The empowerment deities then dissolve into me. From the overflowing nectar arises a crown ornament of Akshobhya on the principal lord, Vairocana on the mother, and Ratnasambhava on the four Dakinis.
Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Agamba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Enzamanamba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Trochanamba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Nodemba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Dubeba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Albamba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Aloka Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara Gendeba Deja Sova. Om Shri Haro Kasa Parevara
I offer to the mouths of the kind root guru and all the glorious holy lineage gurus, Om Ahom.
Om Shri Manda He Ruru Ka Hom Hom Be Draken Zola Samara Om Ahom. Om Bedan Be Otana Om Ahom. Om Draken Om Ahom. Om Lame Om Ahom. Om Kendaro Om Ahom. Om Om Samadhamma Om Sarvatanga Manarangana Bedaso Emago Om Deva Om Manola Karpa Chimba Nanga Medava Rabba Soja Jiben Jawade Chete Dashen Jesaron Chane Rose Tonta Baba Rada Shaba Randon Tatanze Tage Barbe Nabzan Chawanze Toa Merjen Don Son Kolado Chumden Dema Dorje Pamolana Samsado Paman Jeten Sumja Jinje Mata Rebe Wansoje Jumbo Tanjen Jenze Rabda Vima Dorje Demone Dorje Dema Maham Jinje Mata Wanze Borejen Dorje Kambar Deba Jesoro Tomo Jezemo Taze Sobze Rabdo Seba Seja Paro Legama Number Jama Mumbai Zeja Rekta Mumbai Zebamo Dorje Pamo Namjo Jimo Dube Wanjo Malade Shije Wandan Gube Rejeda Nuncha Simjo Demba Nejana Gatan Choka Gata Linjeda Nimbo Namjo Malo Sajata Papa Dada Tijin Shibade Pamba Jetan Duze Kawana Samson Jube Zogene Baye Tapshir Medelo Samsalo.
Page 52. Om, homage to the conqueror, the courageous Lord. I bow to you, who blaze with a fire at the end of a kalpa, whose locks are bound up at the crown, whose face is terrifying, fiercely bearing fangs, whose hands, gleaming with 1,000 lights, raise a battle axe and lasso, and hold a spear and a katvanga. You who wear a tiger skin robe, and whose smoky color resembles great darkness. Om, homage to the transcendent conquerors Vajravarahi, to the superior mother of the three worlds, invincible awareness consort, who destroys all fear of evil spirits with your great Vajra nature. To you with controlling eyes, who remain like a Vajra seat unconquered by others, who neutralize even poison, wrathful, fierce lady, bearing your fangs, terrifier, annihilator who severs completely, who conquers all adversaries, all victorious one, conquering those who make us dull, rigid, and confused. To Vajra Varahi, great yogini, powerful lady, who fulfills all desires, I bow. Homage to the 4 heart yoginis, who represent the 4 activities of pacifying, enriching, overpowering, and suppressing, the 4 placements of mindfulness of body, feeling, mind, and phenomena, and the 4 levels of joy, joy, supreme joy, beyond joy, and co-emergent joy. Homage to the inseparable method and wisdom, the 4 Tathagatas, such as the unchanging one, abiding in the intermediate directions in the form of offerings, the 4 vases with skull cups filled with nectar.
Deva Amar Denele Yeshen Ban Kolosum Sosur Nebe Yegena Siksha Hamle Karchamba Yegel Harso de Drumba.
Page 57. Inside my body, appearing as Haruka, are the 3 channels and 4 chakras. At my crown is a white hung, at my throat a white om, at my heart a blue hung, and at my navel a red ah. From the ah, wisdom fire blazes forth, burning away the syllables of the 3 chakras. From the hung, white drops descend, and restoring the 3 syllables, blissful warmth blazes forth.
Omba Dorjee Lamne Yamjene Emar Shukje Vamarjo Shajene Toranye Sharzol Samola Tembe Teda Jemen Chenkor.
From the hung in my heart, a mantra garland emerges. It descends through the pathway of the Vajra, enters the lotus of the mother, and rises through her central channel. It emerges from her mouth, enters again into my mouth, and dissolves into the seed syllable at my heart. In this way, it circles continuously.
Om
学，这呢，当个做，在宁波子嘛是气象的嘛嘞。学长，我去我几件多啊。我咱没，我没怕的，我去我几天去，他们呢先把节约的，我去国税那他多啊。我听你不看这点那，他去是吧？说，看这去那的这，去那这个意思。我在那宁波的时候，他宁波的啊，你从他的嘛的意思是学那是吧？我的啊的样子，我跟着我的啥可能也是是吧？当个做我们别人把他嘿这个工作是吧？我他天啥的，我们在那他在俺国那我去是吧？我们一人在那别多接是吧？一人嘛在那多接是吧？嘿，刚写的长通证就那他就要写到什么的长通证是吧？我这红平常看的是的，我当看着是吧？咱俩现在咱俩咱们把让写，咱俩现在天啥八月头的按照过去写。咱俩三把人是吧？我茶瓦东巴写了说是茶瓦现在，我就茶瓦现在可以你的年纪样中间多哈，人中间用多，天主现在茶瓦写，但天主那过去了的。
So the Chawa Barwa
茶瓦现在茶瓦因为咱俩三把人现茶瓦 that. Chavan is
The Barwa.
Tambarwa Lami, that's
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
or the Chavaji, that saw her in a hitsup on Tarwa. Or she so bit on that. They don't have any stone in them, you're into stone. Or the Yingju Nistani, you're easy. You can do Nistani. Or Diana said, Colodon be Gumo, said, right? Or the head on board the Gawa. Here Nipa and Choka. Romomat, Rotambot, Cheparakawa, Rojima, the Najibikawa. Can't take it on Yelmiba. Honge ni urati, choke the Sokuni Tontachi. Choke the Sokuni. Or Tontachi, Honge bought a piece and not a Sunzi stop upon your miado. What a new John and Rick was a later.
Sungsin.
No Sunzi stop at one. And then Zolas and that Chava is a last one. Or the Dombas and Sambaras and Dombara, Chava Domba. Or Chava Domba said, the Jetan Centricus, Control Chava Domba said, Jetan meant Control Chava Domba say, go yatin, that be a tendunda inside. Control Mambo say, Zana, that sort of it, Zana, the sort of it, so Dom Shale. Control Chava Domba said, tendunda. Jonam Davis was somebody.
So Domba Sungdu Domba Dunda Gande Domba.
Doms is so damn shot. Don't cook what is it? Or Tatom's
So we're picking up now with the visualization for the mantra. So we have the visualization as it's described here, but then also there's an alternative visualization for the mantra recitation, which is found on page 91. So you can choose between these two, whichever one that you prefer. And so then we have the essence mantra. So also then there, to kind of break down the meaning of the mantra, Om is like the entry into, the door into the mantra. And then Shri Vajra or Vajra is glorious. Shri is glorious, so glorious Vajra. He He Rurukam is referring to the blood drinker, the name, the blood drinker. Rurukam Hung Hung Pe Dakini. So is Dakini, the Dakini is plural. And then Zwala is, Zwala Samvaram is like a net, the net of Dakinis. And so this, and then Soha is the conclusion here. And this is the mantra of 22 syllables. So there are 22 syllables in this. So Om Shri Haha Hung Sungyo Marawa. Oh, okay. So also the Om then, we can also think of in the mantra, the Om is the symbolizes, the enlightened body of Cakrasamvara. And then He is joy with the four joys. And then the second He is supreme joy, the second of the four joys. Ru is the, exceptional joy, or I forgot how we translate supreme. I forgot how we translated it here. So the supreme joy is the second. Chepargawa. I don't know how it's translated.
Chepargawa.
Like beyond joy. I knew it was an interesting translation. Yeah, that's good. Beyond joy, or exceptional joy. And then Ru is co-emergent joy. So these then are the four joys. And then Hung. Kam. Oh, and Kam is the indivisible union of bliss and emptiness. And then Hung, we have the two Hungs here. So the two hungs are the first hung, the Dharma is the Dharmakaya, and the second hung is the Rupakaya. So these are then the indivisibility of the Dharmakaya and the Rupakaya. And then the Pet is the conquering or transcending the thoughts of concepts of subject-object dualistic fixation. So got it. And so Pet, it represents the liberation or recognition of all subject-object conceptual fixation as the Dharmakaya. So it's like they're liberated within the Dharmakaya. And then again, he mentioned, Zwala is referring to net. And so the Dakini Zwala Sambaram, Dakini Zwala Sambaram is the net of Dakinis, and so this is like the binding of the net of Dakinis, and this is referring to actually in all of the channels. In chakras there are all of the collections of Dakinis, like gatherings of Dakinis gathered in the subtle body.
that yana tenru chini ji ku dan dor du na ta ding nga ti thong da na che da na nyom mom bo nam tho je yoro ta kwa nga zong kholo don ba la gro ni du dem jo men kholo don ba se la gro wa che da na ta nyom mom ben nam tho se chang yi ze ta kwa ta yin kholo na dom sha le ta ba ta kholo na dom sha le dem kholo don ba se ro na da na za nong ti le yoro chang sem to tam chi za o men na so dom sha le wa de na dan se Sama dana desi meto samchite simni nyuma yora nyume namso dom shale. Otelata kolotun bas that main don't. So hand one na that se sama nyamnet so shetsu de tonda jo so hanga yunwa.
So hagare.
Nyamnet shetsu de.
Shetsu.
Tembo chi ha wa na.
And so also as it says that, the name of Cakrasamvara is Korlo Domba, and Korlo is wheel, and Domba is like to bind, so the binding of the wheel, meaning that all the afflictive emotions are like bound into the wheel of like the pure chakra or wheel of Dakinis. And so we have the subtle body of the channels, winds, and drops. And the subtle body energies are also, this word domba, or binding, are bound into the central channel. And so in binding the winds into the central channel, then one is able to realize or recognize the natural true nature of awareness. And the soha at the end of the mantra here is like the conclusion of the mantra that is also like a statement of establishing stability, so establishing the stability of practice.
Banzan bero zane santa tenru ran dorje number nansi rwa wa te chi tene nyewe ningbo te la sarva badan drag ne sela rwa sarva sena ta tamchi ran bada sena ta sangje rwa badan drag sangje tamchi drag kan rwa banzar wanna ne sena dorje rai thang ten ba ta dorje rai thang ten ba sena te ko go dorje ji bo men ba sangje kan ro le jin kan ro rinchen kan ro ti chama ti nan du je o kan ro chama de rai nga kan ro yo rwa So
gong tata chi nika sungiro tampo
Sampo tam banzan bero zanete dorje number nazi se la so.
So
ni pate a besoin.
Re Then we talked about the quintessence mantra of the father yesterday. So then with the essence mantra of the mother, so Om is like the door, the entry into the mantra, Vajra is Vajra, and Verotsanaye is Vairochana. Rawa de dini di yang dinda de lagi de gari de rigda ki dinda
mare George and said that man the rigda ki
dini hung pe. Yeah, so the same as before with Hung Hong Pe is conquering or subduing or liberating into the Dharmakaya all of the thoughts or concepts of subject-object dualistic fixation. And then we have the quintessence mantra of the mother. So Om Sarva Buddha, so that means that's all Buddhas, Sarva is all, so all Buddhas, the mother of, like Dakini, of the mother of all Buddhas, or all Buddhas, the Dakini in whom all Buddhas are subsumed. Vajra Berotsanaye, so Vajra, and then... Yeah, Wananiya, sorry, Wananiya. And this is here, referring Yiniyang de Wananiya de Dorjee Rek Dang Dembare.
Dorjee Rek Dang Dembare. Dorjee Rek Jibu Mare, Sasanje Renja Bemati, Some Rek, Tamchin Dude.
So the Wananiya the Vajra Wananiya is referring to the Vajra family, but actually it's not just the Vajra family. And with that, all of the families are complete. So Vajra, Lotus, Jewel, and activity.
Oh, then that's the ma. Kando Shiro. Kando Shivo, that Judo Yajamado. Kando and Kando. Lama said, Lama said in Zeman, not and Zema Judo Yasamado and Zema.
Lama Zema.
They Kando Kandaro said Tumchiro. Or you do not Tumchir, so can repeat so can rot and mix it Judo Yasia Samari. They want the
so then we have the mantras of the four Dakinis, and they're pretty straightforward. So they're actually like, there's not really much to explain here, because they're each the names of each of the Dakinis. So Kandro or Dakini, Lame is actually means beautiful or beauty. And then Kandarohe is Kandarohe, and Rupini in Tibetan is Zukjima, which is Rupini in Sanskrit.
Oh, then that thing out so Karawas and a Penton. Tapu Kinimbo, Bowes in the Yara, Yab Kinimbo, take it, Chuk in the Ishidon, Chuku Ishidon Grace, Chuku Ishidra, Teton Grace, Nevening Boke, Long soak with Don Grace, Long soak. Donc soak with Dongres.
Lonku.
Lonku soak Goyora. Yom Jiningboke, Chuk and Dumachi Dongres, Chuk and Dumachi. Dumachi, ra.
Chuku Dumachi.
The Dongres.
Take it to Nakande.
Dumachi is not like Madop.
Ale, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yinang Dambo, yeah, okay.
Yom Jiningbote, Chuk and Dumachi Dongres. What an Nevening body, locally, Drikung Kagyu Lineage. What an encouraging Nebatiki, Chinese drop to Grace.
So then the different functions or the fruitions of the different mantras. So the essence mantra of the Father accomplishes the Dharmakaya of primordial awareness. The quintessence mantra of the Father accomplishes the Sambhoga Kaya of the Rupa Kaya. The essence mantra of the Mother accomplishes the uncompounded Dharmakaya. And the quintessence mantra of the Mother accomplishes the Nirmanakaya of the Rupakaya. And each of the four Dakinis accomplishes, the mantras of the four Dakinis accomplish the four enlightened activities.
Oh, then that's in something around so not to sound. So the Jobo Shusan not change over this. 我真的俺在天天上的这些要成把做起，头个嘛哇。俺在这穷穷修起呢，俺在起呢，俺起zero啊。这全部是他嘛，就那这个种多就咱们的人也那拉票的啊。我这天就去呢，当俺做是做过的，这啥俺都真的，偏头这我这看到是那他就当俺做，搞把东西块啥的这种，就是把他做个这是俺的。我天就种我这点小这就那。这就当我说那么你做个是，那看，那看他做我做，比如我做那么，可能推蒙我做的，教我做的，不是吧？我听说过这些，我这偏多他就是，好像对那么他在朋友们多啊，空气也听见嘛，穷穷讲的，他我做点做，去话几怕是啰嗦松呢，点做去话几怕有啊，他的啰嗦，这空的话你们吃多少少哇？晓得你们这你们这拖家不是吧？拖家这多啊。我拖着就对他那的肉花它是一小时，然后空肉花就有啥？这空刚叫我们可能都是的出去有了，出去去凑就有啥了？第次多做，我的出去的时候什么你土老讲，起土老是马车。我听着这的时候，他这说这那种牛盘中做着，他这他推蒙我中是吧？马那个。
Some can make it fun. Yeah. So when we recite the mantra, we don't want to recite it too fast because then we might kind of like miss, it might become cut, we might miss syllables. And then we also don't want to recite it too slow because that will prevent us from accumulating. So we want to also, accumulate mantra recitations, but also we don't want to go too fast to the point that it impairs the quality of the mantra. Also, then this is like mainly when you're doing accumulations in retreat. So also you don't want to recite too quietly because also you might risk like cutting the mantra or missing syllables, and you also don't want to recite too loudly but really somewhere in between, kind of like softly but audibly. And then what are the benefits of accumulating the mantra recitation? So in the Cakrasamvara Root Tantra it says that the accumulation of the mantra has the power to purify kalpas or eons of negative karma that has been accumulated. It also leads to attaining the both temporary and ultimate benefits, the common and supreme cities. So the common cities of, all sorts of miraculous powers and special abilities, and the supreme city of complete awakening. So an amazing story. Actually, Lama Bunima's father, his father was a practitioner of Cakrasamvara, and he had memorized the really extensive sadhana, the Rinchen sadhana, and he knew it by he knew it by heart. So he had memorized the whole thing, and he was practicing in retreat. And he was actually, maybe he wasn't in retreat, but he was practicing because he always practiced. Gyundu. So just like that was his continuous practice. And he was struck by lightning. He was struck by lightning while he was practicing. It actually killed his companion, but the lightning, like the kind of liquid from the electricity of the lightning, burned his clothes, and like there was the water of the lightning that came out, and he just sort of brushed it off and had burnt holes in his clothing. So he was struck by lightning, but was like completely unharmed because of the power of the mantra. So that's an example of an ordinary city.
我听就他他说就有哇，说真的他说那么说呀，说那么他一些说呀，当他批了这，种他差个话说他去，听就他国家国家见多少的，当年就没得是，我在国家国家在这里，当年就没得，你看黄哈个罗时间多，我他说这旅中图个的是，说他就那么讲的，俺说对咱们这说了，旅中图个的是，的松把俺。松把那伢见多少啦？红金伢很多，红金伢这个确实说那是松土的那类做法。
哦，这个嘛从工的，对。
那种的是那。实际的，咱们那种。
garay ne松个的。
对，我们松把的很多，那挺伢很多的。我这个那是松土的松的，我在这伢子推的上东多下的，推上就是松嘛的，这样的我对那的。真的，他挺久，他这些节有吧？我这些呢，你们俩做也好，主要是这些吧，几挺久，他我话就有的，但我话的，他什么讲，他们去上节做下去，你们俩我也的，我的，他西汉这些，当然说推出去了有嘛哇，我真的，我听。
So then, just like it, very fast kind of continuation of what follows then in the text, because we really don't have much time to really go through everything. So following the mantra recitation, then you have the offering of the transcendental Torma, which is offered to the deity and the mandala of deities, and then following that, depending on the session, then you also have the mundane Torma, which is offered, or the concluding Torma, which is offered to like all of the various beings, and then this is also so then to achieve the gathering of accumulate, or then you have the Gana chakra. So the Gana chakra is means to gather the two accumulations of both merit and wisdom, and then as we conclude, so we had at the beginning I missed after the mantra recitation. Of course, we have the dissolution. So we have the dissolution in the completion stage, and then following that we have the offering of the transcendental Torma, the mundane Torma, the Gana chakra, and at the conclusion of the practice, then we have again the donning of the armor with the different syllables in the different parts of the body, and so this is in order to create the protection of the body as you transition from your session into your path of conduct, into post-meditation, so that you have like the armor of protection. And so then the mental, or the protection of the mind then is one in which we, as we transition into that path of conduct, that we practice perceiving all appearances to be the enlightened form of the deity, all sound to be the sound of mantra, and all thoughts to be the dento, to be the dharmakaya. And so we assume this protection, and then there's the recitation of the mantras Om Sumbani Sumbani Hong Hong Pe and so forth, and that is then to instate the protection, or to create the protection of the place, the outer environment or the place, and then of course we then dedicate to the welfare and benefit of all sentient beings, that all sentient beings may reach the state of fully perfected awakening.
yidam demcho cha de na da nga zo ga ju gomba ga ju ma che sta yidam demcho cha de ro de da ji su ma la de pya ma ro ji su ma la na ma la chen ju de le ta chen cha de yo wo tene da ze nge ma na ta gomba ma che demcho chu ya lo so yo sa ro wo da ji da nga zo ho la ne su ma bo pho jo na ma bo chong yo ro da de ring ne sa ji se ti ki ji la da be chang ga gomba da shi na cho yo sa ma re te je la abo la ma ta ja so ji ta lo ta pa so yo re so be ya wo ro.
So, the practice of Cakrasamvara is so important to the Kagyu lineage in general. And it is, it's become so widely practiced through the influence of Milarepa, really, from Marpa, who gave this practice to Milarepa, and through then the dissemination, that comes from the lineage of Milarepa. It has become, one of the most widely practiced yidam deities. And it was a tradition for many generations, for many monasteries to do the Cakrasamvara Drupchen. But then because of the impact and destruction of the Cultural Revolution, this interrupted a lot of these Drupchens. And in fact, at Garchen, where it was practiced, continuously prior to that, it kind of, the tradition was interrupted because of the Cultural Revolution. And actually it was Abu Lama who sponsored the reinstatement of this Drupchen at Garchen Monastery.
Really?
Thank you, Abu The mantra revolving around the hung at the heart of each dakini radiates light. From these rays of light, deities emerge who then act for the benefit of beings. The light then gathers back and dissolves into the hung. (62) The light radiating from the hung at my heart gathers the protection sphere and charnel grounds into the immeasurable palace, which dissolves into the four dakinis, who dissolve into the mother, who dissolve into the father, who then dissolve into the hung at my heart, which dissolves from the hook at its foot, upwards into its body, the body into the head into the crescent moon, and finally that gathers into the nada string. The nada too dissolves and becomes imperceptible, settle within luminous clarity, even and vast. Once again, like a fish leaping from water, I arise as a great glorious Heruka, with one face and two arms, whose magnificent form appears clearly but is empty, like a mirage.
Om Kendaro Hong Hong Be Om Sopa Vashada Zava Vashada Van Dombangala Domatujit Ale Kapala Yanshinja Cheve Nanda Mere Mamasha Durjanga Dana Da Koha Kole Shangana Hong Jam Zang Kamja Tsemba Jando Ishije Durze Jamzo Chemba.
From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this from A arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside that from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Shu arise the 5 nectars. And from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hung, Brum, Ang, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar.
Ranga Toga Hosa Devoje Omenana Joden Devencho Pawanam Jermaje Pamena Chinram Dunjanam Gajan Devarjo.
Pem, the light radiating from the Hung at my heart, invites the conqueror Cakrasamvara from the pure land of Akanishta, together with myriad Viras and Yoginis, to come here to the space before me. On the tongues of the assembly of the deities of the 5 wheels are white vajras the size of a barley grain. The Torma is offered to the deities by moving it in a circle, to the left for those in the cardinal directions, and to the right for those in the intermediate directions.
Mendandakana Samaya Sadom Deshaya Om Bandarale Hom Bam Mendandakana Samaya Sadom Deshaya Om Bandarale Hom Bam Mendandakana Samaya Sadom Deshaya Om Shire Heruka Sapare Agamba Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Vara Padyambra Dijaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Vara Pipeba Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Debeba Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Aloga Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Gandeba Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare Debeba Dedaso Om Shire Heruka Sapare. Sita Shira Nyambara Chaba Chomjan Kondo Topanjo Chunan Gopo Tamje Kata Nyamba Danye Zekbarken Gombo Chuje 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 Lambara Chube Tuje Chu Dalam Drupchen Lama Namja Shinde Jezen
So 68. I bow to glorious Heruka, great hero, utterly pure Vajra Lord, and to Vajra Varahi, passionate one for those with great passion. Equally victorious over attachment to existence and peace, you have conquered all conceptual thoughts. You see the even space-like nature of all phenomena. Protector, may the nectar of your heart, infused with your compassion, drench me. Goddesses, please care for me with your great love.
Om Kaga Kaya Kaya Savaya Jara Jasabda Peshaza Umanda Abba Maranda Ganda Nedaya Eman Balenda Hanendo Samaya Rajan Sarva Siddhe Medaya Maya Teba Yateda Benzada Bhavada Zendrada Mada Dramada Mama Sarakagad Sasuka Beshuddha Saya Jabhaven Hum Hum Zova Vam Kaka Kaya Kaya Sarvaya Chara Jasabda Teta Beshat Umanda Abba Maranda Ganda Ganedaya Imam Balenda Hanedo Samaya Rajan Sarva Siddhe Medaya Yadeba Yadeda Banzada Bhavada Zendata Mada Dramata Mama Savakadaya Sasuka Saya Jabhaven Hum Hum Om Kaka Kaya Kaya Savaya Jara Jasabda Teta Peshaza Umanda Abama Gaganda Eman Inanda Hanendo Samaya Raja Sarva Siddhe Medaya Zanda Yateba Yateda Benzada Bhavada Zendrada Mada Dhamada Mama Sarva Karadoda Sasukam Beshuddha No Hum Hum Zawa Om So Jon Shin Jon La Dang Le Jen Simbo Jumbo Shada Yada Jezeda Jezen Kandra Mametso Jejen Tumba Dormande Yene Namja Dajala Chancho Drupa Tronza Jan Garchen Tronza Tele Namja Drupa.
Page 70. Guardians of the directions, local guardians, gods and hosts of nagas, harmbringers, bloodthirsty demons, elemental spirits, flesh eaters, hungry ghosts, insanity inflictors, memory crippling demons, dakinis and mamos, please accept this Torma offering. Help us yogins attain enlightenment, pacify adverse circumstances, harm and injury, and cause for enlightened activities to be accomplished.
Beda Heroga Samaya Manabalaya Heroga Dinoba Didro Mebava Sudha Kayo Mebava Subharado Mebava Subhadayo Mebava Sarva Siddhe Mebaya Sarva Karma Sudhame Siddhan Chirang Kuru Bangal Benza Heroga Mame Benza Heroga Kuba Mahasamaya Sa Dharmapala.
So the Dharmapala practice, the Soka practice, and the Blue Book.
Sanje Chodan Zojen Chonala Sanjo Badu Dane Jasen Dage Jenso Jembe Sonamje Dola Penso Sanje
Druparshok. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Zimchen Damje Deva Dan Deve Jodan Demba Jurje Donga Dan Donga Je Joda Dava Jurje Donga Meba Deva Dan Dava Jurje Niren Shadan Yida Dava Neba Jurje.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Ranye Dan Lo Serve Tozo Lento Rayanga Melon Jure Balenge Nejo Sadan Doneja No matter to Jeda, the joy Shen Jajen, Shanga the Zanga Jeba, on Jahada, Malabamba Dom Jensen, Ojena Wolong Rebo, no ye me bad the church, Kuranye Jobaret, Lujetama Medek, Salo the Jan. Leon to the good, Raging is on the water, Ojo Timber, yes,
Page 3. I appear as the yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hung, Tam, Hri, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Pam, and Tam. A wind of Hung emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a mundus lid, Hung, Ah, and Om are stacked, one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and mundus melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar. Then a light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings, who then gather before me like billowing clouds. According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the Torma with light tubes emerging from their Vajra tongues, and thus are pleased and satisfied.
ahon Drenjen Tave Lama Drupa Dorjen Changla So Wanglo Menga Domba Sanyin Jube Lama Shishe Roje Karanka So Dejan Chodo Bar Surwan Demso Turjezo Oma Yedam Sanjur Namjurda Namjur Lame Jedurbe Deje Duzan Jezeda Manna Maya Jumada Deja Loso Jerveda Ranjan Sanyenge Yedan Jengur Jamzazo Shishe Roche Karankaye Mendo Dede Sosane Mudra Nanya Sadoso Oma Ahon Damjen Jamso Todoje Pango Saje Saroje Sato Koja Bemane Pajon La Son Gumbazo Tenson Chuje Durmata Muna Chanda Harana Shijo Sundorahada Ehanu Jen Samaso Chujong Koje Dormanda Shishe Roje Karankaye Vachene Don Dragedro Duje Lopon Grosese Chudan Demba Sonjembe Daga Sandon Drabanzo Oma Naman Tuzen Zambala Lujen Oda Pomona Manzel Haman Zamada Rizel Hajen Yaryamso Chujen Torma Loje Karankaye Chuden Lonjo Barwanzo Oaho Lala Zaga Jajenda Sojo Joso Zanreje Pango Dunjo Zangazo Chijin Tumbe Turmande Shisha Roje Karankaye Bache Solvan Tunjindro Omaho Namsa Parson Sojoye Shidanyumane Nada Chebayane Dedage Dabo Koje Turmande Shisha Roje Karankaye Dada Chejen Derbazo Om Gekdam Londren Jumbozo Palon Shangonda Kayan Chejen Turmande Shisha Roje Karankaye Nusen Shene Penseche Mencha Sanjen Palongo Shangon Dajen Kowanzo Om Ahon Dudu Simjen Tayezo Chujin Durga Dormande Shisha Roje Karankaye Rarang Donga Toshene Ende Jansin
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra, guardian, great black one, and Haruka, glorious great Bhairava. By nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons. Wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign, radiant splendor, you protect awareness-holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord, with the name the one endowed with mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior, god of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Haruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four Maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished, and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Mahri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achi Choki Droma, arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble Lady Tashi Tseringma, Mio Lotsangma, Tekar Dong Sangma, Tingit Shao Sangma, and Chupen Ding Sangma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you, bless us yogins and our retinues through your enlightened body, bless us through your enlightened speech, bless us through your enlightened mind, bless us through your enlightened qualities, bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong view and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Yachin Gunga Nujin Yang Lebe, Tanjin Tala Changpa Gimni, Jitin Gumba Dimba Jonala, Siddhi Dalo Yang Che Jin Zai Nande Goso Toyung Cheledo, Sala Lango Sungo Dimbeze, Nijun Doyung Ada Rinchen Dorjee, 这些在大丈夫年就大，人马接着没让多满足，人们当然人情看个走，可个长啊三个就白走，心去白走，等送当亲将自走蓝布，走了就都不落结结结。 头刚刚我当才娘家乡，俺村所就几百下东西，这百大松拆来我端走，嘎当顶上裤当干啥叫，把当年百扎不上松家，单位扎松那百个风头，把钱见大水位不动动，街上都能去见这帮子。 一定送过去接人亲戚，写着定白杀亲家帮助，强他们去送马年代在外交，就问他来这帮助，上街定送公主问帮助，跟着的就他们这才八百，你别到处找不动不了，可当龙就接把你等走。 给米郎做金白绿的灯，没拉洋钱的马车瓦当，那瓦达东西白当头线，谁今年把那当门这线，谁公交白龙真真巴当，有拉人家的瓦可能做，一拉能把周围等真见，上面的人能让我把走，就说就的呢。 这在马穷自动去玩走，也拉这些龙就不松走，接受浪潮就来转走走，一别这家穷公才挖穷，都拿松都有些这把子，要当他也生前他们姐姐，拉面走不上就这把当，Garchen把钱马路些瓦当，听见马路轮着这把子。 也感谢了真宝总结讲，日本我说昨晚在八月，送马一见到我前南街，大哥上头马路。 Take a break. Take a 10 past 4.
So we come back at 10 after 4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh
Page 72.
Page 72.
Om Kenda Rohe Hong Hong Ba Wa Soba Wa Shuddha Soba Dharma Soba Shuddha Wa Tom Ba Ngam Le Ram Yang Kam Sum Je So Je Ma Da Nye Jo Se Do Chu Tu Me Tu Je Den Do Ka Ba La So Je Xiang Ar Do Ze Nga Ngo Bo Nung me tu ba do yung na ran je o wa hong ge ka man den ge ye dan de sa mi de ze jam so jo.
Page 73. From the state of emptiness arise Ram, Yam, and Kam, They burn, scatter, and wash away the defilements, faults, and defects of the feast offerings. Above wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls is a kapala containing the feast substances, which are the 5 meats and the 5 nectars in essence. As the wind stirs and the fire blazes, the substances become the nature of the 5 sense pleasures. Above the skull, white, red, and blue, Om Ah Hung, appear and transform the substances into an ocean of radiant and immaculate nectar.
Om Ah Hung Ha Ho Shi, Om Ah Hung Ha Ho Shi,
The root and lineage gurus, the yidam, Cakrasamvara, viharas, dakinis, and the ocean of oath-bound ones, we present this feast offering endowed with the 5 desirable qualities. Please mend breaches of us yogis and grant accomplishments.
Om Guru Deva Shri Cakrasamvara Drupchen Dharma Sapari Deva Chimbaya Raja Shenda Kunzan Juden Sijan Panzon Kamsun Drupata Doyo Gade Jeze Sanansan Dejen Yeso Tojen Chubanda Tusum Sanje Jabda Dorje Jase Dele Naro Tripchenje Keda Pinche Anamje Todangang Kanjen Jujo Marmata Boje Deshe Padra Tavan Renashi Sajo Lama Parde Tang Kajo Lama Namje Todanga Deshe Kunda Dencho Heruka Dorje Pamo Rejanda Kema Kolo Samda Gonsam Lamoje Yadam Jude Jaya Todanga Tenso Mahakala Kotanje Chije Drama Tseren Chingata Chijong Suma Namje Todanga Chodan Tumang Drazadoso Dadan Senje Mare Nyamongbe Shidan Shime Dribasun Mardumba Sumja Labzana Pamengalen Javan Tolosha Teta Togan Chagan Shaband Linye Tuda Lam Cho Zemarsa Kunga Yonzo Tseme Sansemje Dona Menje Dova Jurje.
Page 75. Hung, from the all-encompassing universal field, the unfabricated, unelaborated expanse of great bliss, emanate Samantabhadra offering clouds. These substances, composed of the most perfect elements of samsara and nirvana, bring forth the joy and bliss of the desirables. By offering this feast of outer, inner, secret, suchness, and so forth, fulfill the sacred bond with Vajradhara, the Lord who pervades the Buddhas of the 3 times with his sons, Tilopa, Naropa, the 8 Mahasiddhas, the great accomplished monks and scholars. Fulfill the sacred bond with the supreme siddhas of Tibet, the land of snow, Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Bliskon, Pagmodrupa, Lord of sages, Ratna Shri, glorious root and lineage gurus, and all the Kagyu gurus, fulfill the sacred bond with Heruka Cakrasamvara, the embodiment of all Sugatas, Vajra Varahi, and the 4 classes of Dakinis, the deities of the 3 wheels, the 8 gatekeeping goddesses, and the yidams of the 4 classes of Tantra. Fulfill the sacred bond with the protector of the teachings, Mahakala and his retinue, Nachi Choki Droma, the 5 Sering sisters, and Dharma protectors. Please bestow common and supreme accomplishment. I and all sentient beings openly confess the accumulated faults of the 3 obscurations, and especially the careless breaches of the disciplines of the 3 vows, committed knowingly and unknowingly with ignorant and afflicted minds. By the power of thus fulfilling sacred bonds and offering confession, may I attain the warmth of the 2 stages, and may I reach the summit of the excellent path. May the perfection of the 5 kayas and immeasurable bodhicitta become the cause of ripening and liberating beings.
This sheet.
The handout. So the handout or page 93.
Allah la 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 ho je ba nam je de ren cho nam je ma zo je ba zo ale la 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 ho.
Great bliss, tasted as the dance of bliss, lotus bliss of sublime yoginis, Allah la 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 ho. The sublime bliss of those pleased is offered by the yogini assembly. A-I A-A-Rale ho.
Ramzang Boje Zanzo Kandro Drawe Deva So Jeba Deva So Warzo Shiva Karje Karze Ba Dala Dechen Deva So Tarba Zene Demba Chu Allah la 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 ho.
Well pleased, Lord, please abide pleased, rouse the bliss of the Dakini's net, partake of pleasing bliss. You who dance the dance of peace, grant us the great bliss bliss. You who bear the attributes of liberation, Allah la 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 ho.
Deva Pamba Dumajo Deme Dona Gemedro Dede Chuge Gunane Chabango Bodgumagir Dewa Che Dowazo Bemage Beronege Bumba Tabo Tembarzo. Abandoning bliss, you will not be freed. Blissless suffering does not free. This bliss that in the lotus center lies, oh, do not make it a thing of attachment, but be freed through great bliss. By tasting the blooming lotus, be satiated as a bee. Deva Panto Yandade Neme Gere Sandane Dudan Tarso Yandado Bunzam Soba Drugurjig. May we bear pure and perfect bliss, free from illness and with minds of virtue. May we gain perfect desirables, liberation, and the like. May all perfection be accomplished. Om Bedzar Sato Samaya Manapalaya Sadhu Tina Ba Tita Dino Me Baba Sudha Kayo Me Baba Subha Jayo Me Baba Anurato Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Baba Sarva Karma Sutta Me Zadan Chirang Guru Ha 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 Banga Sarva Tatangata Bedzama Me Benza Bedzabama Samaya Zato. Moga Savadamana Ade Benado da Om Ahom Bezo Umaga Moga Savadamana Aduda Om Ahom Bezo Umaga Moga Savadamana Ade Dhamma Hum Bezova Om Sarva Kaka Kahe Ka Ujita Balinda Bhaksha Besova.
So the summoning of good fortune and a rainfall of benefit and happiness on page 63. Pure land of perfect happiness, when the name of sorrows unknown, Amidaya's grand long life, regard me kind-hearted, Lady in Bhotala, pure land of perfect compassion, even 5 poisons named Onek, 6 chandras echoed me with love. Grant me the supreme city, landlord is thy fair land, of Vidyadhara's deathless life. Even misery's names are gone, lotus born grandeur, blessing sky-bearing rainbow body. In manifest joy, land of perfect bliss, even the names for confused they don't exist. Vajras of a grand blessings, mirror like wisdom, city in glory endowed, land of perfect splendor, even names for confused pride don't exist. Radha Sambhava bestow equanimity, wisdom in the watching pure land of great happiness, even names for confused desire are gone. Amitabha bless and grand discerning wisdom city in fulfilled activity, land of perfect Buddha deeds. There's no words for jealousy. Amoga city bestow all accomplishing wisdom in the Ogman Dharma sphere, endowed with 5 perfections. Ignorance does not exist. Vairochana grand Dharma, Dhatu wisdom city, grand vital essences of the 5 great mothers and long life. Inimnated Uddiyana, so guilt dwells with the knees, grand bliss, emptiness, mastery, fortune of the Padma, Guru who's all phenomena, where all all lineage yidams dwell. Great awakening in one life fortune of Mahamudra. In the sphere of self-display dwell yidams of peace and wrath, grant supreme and common powers, fully fulfilling all aims. In 24 sacred sites gather infinite guidance, sirs grant ripening, liberating powers, fortune of secret mantra. In Dharma Kaya's expanse dwell the lineage lords and kin, grant enlightened acts increase 2 stages mantra Deity. In all taming Toku sphere dwell Mahakala and core, grant subjugating city, fortune of enlightened acts. Om Hri in Vaishravanas abode dwells the well god Zambala, who acts kindly for all beings, master of light, merit, wealth, food, and fortune. With your cord, don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionately. Bring here all long life fortune. Bring here fortune of cattle, fortune of swift horses, and wealth of wish-granting life. Stock the fortune of fertile sheep, and of herd and mouse, fortune of goats and zoes, best cattle, wealth of wish-granting cows, bulls, mules to carry heavy loads. All this good fortune bring here, fortune of fine lovely silk, highly priced gold and silver, fertile soil in the 6 grains, precious gems and ornaments, and drink of every kind. Bring them here as good fortune, Brahma's fortune from above. God's gold spirits, wealth midway, Nagas wishing gem below, 3 worlds, gods and humans' wealth. Bring them here as good fortune, Lupapo's body fortune, Zambuling's holy Dharma, Balong choose fortunate wealth, dominions, longevity, beings, life, strength, and merit. Of all lands grant their fortune, Indian kings religious, my Chinese kings all reaching force, Persian kings fortune and wealthy army of King Gesar, the courage of Ukahor. As good fortune bring them here, fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds, perfect wealth, food, and clothing, radiant splendor, riches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers, monks who uphold the scriptures, fortune of brave and strong girls, beautiful and virtuous girls, pure offspring. Bring all of these, bring them here as good fortune, like sun and moon's eastern rise, eastern long life fortune. Come like the swirling southern clouds, southern long life fortune. Come like enshrouding mist, western long life fortune bliss. Come come. Here like a river flows northern. Long life, fortune, please come. Here like rain falling from above. Upper long life, fortune, come. Like six rains ripening below. Lower lifelong virgin, come. Fortune of melodious praise. Come like turquoise dragons, roar. Fortune of heart students, line. Come like dazzling star garlands. Om Kri Eastern Vajradaki, ne bring lights, fortune pacify disease, demons, hindrances. Southern jewel Daki, ne bring resources, food and wealth, expand light, merit, riches. Western lotus Daki, ne summon power to tame all things, samsara and nirvana. Northern action Daki, ne bring the four enlightened acts, annihilate hinders evil. Wealth gods with your retinue, bring here all the world's fortune, bring auspicious objects here, bring fortunate objects here, always remain at this place and make these fortunes steadfast. Potent as thy substance is, and not this place protect. Wealth, please remain firm, unchanging. Grant eternal life, city, grant in this treasure city, grant wealth and merit, city. Grant to cities, let them be accomplished spontaneously. Sarva Siddhi Alala. Om Ahung, three kayas, lama, deities of longevity, dakinis of Udayana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the long life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the dakinis of Udayana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Sambala Yabum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomena of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of mortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. The Guru who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Udayana, an assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky or water pouring into water, without reference point, into the all-pervasive space of awe. Within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease, in the unborn basic space of phenomena, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness, Samaya, seal, seal, seal. Hungri, by this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field of great bliss, and reach this ground of no return.
Cakrasamvara, page 80.
Page 80 in the Cakrasamvara text.
Many so hong 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 yan la tham je la pe han jang ko nam jen chen bar.
I appear as the transcendent conqueror. At my heart are white Om Ha. At my head yellow Namahi. At my crown red Soha Hu. At both shoulders black Bausat He. At both eyes crimson Hung Hung Ho. And at the limbs green Pet Hung.
Sambana sambana hum hum pe Om grahana grahana hum hum pe Om grahana baya grahana baya hum hum pe Om anaya ho bhagavan beya ramsa hum pe Yan la de da song jo jame ka lan cho re ja chap da ko je pan cho pa yo sam ye nga ren do cho do nga zhe to pe da xie zo ji yan do je zhe mong kan zhe zo ye qian ko lo wan mo da ge ye ye xie so zhong jiang ce co nan jie cho tung zhe to pe da xie zo
Supreme Deity, illusory dance of union endowed with 7 aspects, Lord who pervades 100 Buddha families in your retinue, through the force of your inconceivable, perfect, abundant qualities, please bestow the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. Dharma Dhatu, Vajra Queen, foremost Dakinis and 4 Dakinis, powerful goddesses who rule the wheel of great bliss, and ocean-like assemblies of protectors who guard the 24 holy sites, please grant the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. By this virtue and by the power of whatever virtue is amassed in the 3 times and samsara and nirvana, may I and all beings without exception, limitless as the sky, accomplish the victorious King of delight.
86.
Page 86.
Labalam jom den koloda, darga zeje gubel chudrna, tuje ya danya menzeba, yeba shazan yurdo tendo so, mada jula talon telena, sejen yam jane jen yam lambe, dibra samene do tangne jam, senden chogun mudra toba Karte karpa sundra jizarbe, sende nila toa maju, cheve sena tope tumbaso, kolo ye pavo dakeso, junta jamsen rumpo dadaso, natso chube tengen dusate, kachu takwe shendan tene jang, chanda hera kaya shandong Sende salang hajen yalan jo, sebe yam salam de denyeta, bacha kuzan yen la dundebe, songjo dorje kunjo drupansho, teta randun jogo drupakam, majen rola zemen hinjege, zuka nyege tenjo lam dene, dorje zembe salan yudrosho, Gewa deya nyurda kolo damba lobzon drujane roa cheja maleba deya salago barsho.
Page 86. Exalted Supreme Deity, victorious Cakrasamvara, if I practice you with one pointed devotion, let your compassion neither wane nor be indifferent, but swiftly reveal your delightful sublime face. Through practicing the key points of settling in a state of controlling and binding the channels, winds, and drops of my impure, illusory body, may it become free of obscurations, undefiled and clear, and may I attain supreme accomplishment in this very life. If, due to a lack of fortune and diligence, I am not freed in this life, then at the time of death, may the assembly of Viras and Dakinis of the 5 wheels, such as skull pieces and the rest, receive me with parasols, victory banners, a symphony of music, and various offering clouds, and then lead me to the pure field of Kechara. There may I behold the face of the victorious Heruka. In that field may I practice diligently the supreme swift path of secret mantra, and thereby cleanse the 2 obscurations and all karmic traces. May I accomplish the unified state of the Supreme Vajra body endowed with 7 aspects. Although I may attain the Dharmakaya for my own sake in this way, out of immeasurable compassion for all mother beings, may my 2-form emanations show them the teachings of the Supreme Vehicle, and thus may I swiftly establish them in the state of the Vajra holder. By this virtue may I swiftly accomplish the divine assembly of Cakrasamvara deities and establish all beings without exception in that state.
Blue book, aspiration.
So the King of Aspiration Prayers and the blue Drikung Kagyu prayer book, which is on page 52. Homage to the ever-youthful Manjushri. With body, speech, and mind, I bow to all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future, without exception, in every world and all the 10 directions. By the power of this aspiration of Samantabhadra, I bow with as many bodies as there are atoms in the world to all those victorious Buddhas manifest in my mind, and I pay homage to all of them. I conceive the entire realm of truth to be completely filled with enlightened ones. On each atom, I imagine there to be as many Buddhas as atoms in the world, each Buddha surrounded by many bodhisattvas. I honor all of these blissful lords, praising their perfections with all the sounds of various melodies, an ocean of endless praise. I offer to those heroic Buddhas the finest flowers, garlands, music, and ointments, excellent canopies, choice lamps, and the best incense. I offer as well to those victorious ones the finest array of all excellent things, the finest robes and fragrances and heaps of sweet-smelling powders as high as Mount Meru. By the power of my faith in the deeds of Samantabhadra, I prostrate and present vast and unequaled offerings to each of the victorious Buddhas. I confess every type of wrong that I have done in thought, word, or deed, while influenced by desire, anger, and ignorance. I rejoice in the meritorious deeds of all the Buddhas, as well as those performed by Bodhisattvas, Pratyekya Buddhas, Arhats, those who are in the path of training, those who need no more training, and by all sentient beings in the 10 directions. I entreat the enlightened protectors who have attained the detachment of Buddhahood and illuminate the worlds of the 10 directions to turn the peerless wheel of Dharma. With folded hands, I beseech those who intend to manifest the final nirvana to remain for as many eons as there are atoms in all the worlds for the benefit and happiness of all living beings. May whatever small amount of virtue I may have gained from prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, and beseeching be dedicated to attainment of perfect enlightenment. May I worship the Buddhas of the past and those now present in the worlds of the 10 directions. May those to come quickly fulfill their aspiration and reach Buddhahood by traversing the stages of enlightenment swiftly. All the worlds of the 10 directions become extensively and completely pure. May it be filled with bodhisattvas and victorious Buddhas who proceed to the royal tree of enlightenment. May all living beings in the 10 directions always be happy and free of sickness. May they be endowed with favorable circumstances for achieving dharmic goals, and may their wishes be accomplished. May I remember my lives in all states of existence while in the training for enlightenment. In all my successive births and deaths, may I always embrace a religious life. May I follow all the victorious Buddhas and perfect all the deeds of Samantabhadra, pure in the morality without defect. May I conduct always be flawless. May I teach the Dharma in every tongue, and whatever sounds are understood by living beings, in the languages of gods, nagas, demons, spirits, and human beings. beings. May I steadfastly apply myself to the 6 perfections. May I never disregard my intention to attain enlightenment and completely remove whatever faults may obscure my path. May I be free of karma, emotional afflictions, and the influence of demons, like the lotus unsoiled by the mire, or like the sun and moon in a clear sky, so that I may proceed unhindered. Throughout all the lands and all the directions, may I relieve sufferings of the lower realms. May I be able to bring happiness to and provide benefit for all living beings. Fully accomplishing the activities of enlightenment, may I work in harmony with the needs of all beings. May I practice and demonstrate the deeds of Samantabhadra through all future eons. May I always associate with those whose activities are similar to mine. May we act alike in thought, word, and deed, and may our aspirations be as one. May I always associate with spiritual friends who wish to help me and teach the deeds of Samantabhadra. May I never cause them pain or disappointment. May I always personally behold the victorious Buddhas, those guardians surrounded by bodhisattvas, without tiring in all future eons. May I always present them with magnificent offerings. May I always uphold the Buddha's holy Dharma and illuminate the deeds of enlightenment. May I train in the practice of Samantabhadra in all future eons. Through rebirth in all the states of existence, may I gather an endless store of merit and wisdom. May I become an inexhaustible treasure of all virtues of method, wisdom, concentration, and liberation. May I always behold as many pure lands as there are atoms present in each world, conceivable Buddhas sitting in the midst of their bodhisattvas and performing the activities of enlightenment. In this way, may I be able to see everywhere, even on every mote of dust, countless Buddhas of the past, present, and future, limitless pure lands, and endless eons. May I always heed the pure speech of the victorious Buddhas, which holds within each word the totality of the perfect Dharma, and an ocean of languages precisely suited to the needs of each being. May I possess the perfect intelligence to heed the endless melody of speech when the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future turn the wheels of Dharma. May I accomplish the Bodhisattva's practice of entering the past, present, and future in a fraction of a second. May I know in a single instant all that is accomplished in the duration of the 3 times. May I behold all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future in a single instant. May I always perform their activities through the power of liberation from illusion. May I perceive upon a single atom the perfect design of the pure realms of the past, present, and future. Thus may I enter into the realms of the victorious Buddhas in all directions. When the illuminators of the worlds of the future realize the stages of Buddhahood, turn the wheel, and enter the profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. May I accomplish the perfect powers of enlightenment, the power of miraculous swiftness, the power of perfection of every spiritual path, the power of all virtuous qualities, the power of all pervasive loving kindness, the power of the merit of every virtue, the power of all transcendent wisdom, and the powers of perfect knowledge, methods, and meditation. May the forces of karma be utterly purified, the power of passions utterly subdued, the power of demons utterly destroyed, and the power of deeds of Samantabhadra perfected. May I tirelessly perform the enlightened activities for an ocean of eons, purifying an ocean of lands, liberating an ocean of beings, realizing an ocean of Dharma, attaining an ocean of wisdom, perfecting an ocean of practice, accomplishing an ocean of aspirations, ceaselessly serving an ocean of Buddhas. May I completely fulfill all perfect aspirations to the enlightened activities of the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times by attaining enlightenment according to the deeds of Samantabhadra, the eldest son of the victorious Buddhas is called Samantabhadra. I dedicate all these virtuous actions that my deeds may be like his. May my body, speech, mind, deeds, and environment always be pure. May I become equal to Samantabhadra in these excellent aspirations. May there be no limit to my activities. May there be no limit to my virtues. Through limitless perseverance, may I accomplish all miraculous deeds. The limit of living beings is like the limit of open space. May the limit of my aspirations be equal to the limit of their activities and passions. Whoever offers to the victorious Buddhas all the perfect joys of gods and men, and the infinite realms of the 10 directions adorned with jewels, for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms, shall gain great merit. But whoever hears this greatest dedication prayer and is inspired by faith to intensely desire supreme enlightenment shall gain even higher and holier merit. Whoever recites the aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light. They will gain all benefits, live in happiness, attain precious human rebirth, and soon become like Samantabhadra himself. Even those who in ignorance committed the 5 unredeemable sins will soon be completely purified by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra. They will achieve perfect wisdom, a radiant countenance, beautiful form, auspicious physical marks, and a noble birth. Profane and devilish beings will not trouble them, and they will be honored in the 3 realms. They will quickly reach the tree of enlightenment and reside there to benefit all beings. As enlightened Buddhas, they will turn the wheel of Dharma, taming the demonic hosts. Whoever preserves, teaches, or recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra shall ultimately attain perfect Buddhahood. May none despair of complete enlightenment. In whatever way valiant Manjushri and Samantabhadra know how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all of my own virtues that I may train to be like them. Since dedication is praised as supreme by the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times, I dedicate all these roots of virtue to accomplishing the deeds of Samantabhadra. At that moment of my death, may all my obscurations be removed, that I may behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light, and go to Sukhavati, the pure land of great bliss. In that blissful land may I completely fulfill all of these aspirations and benefit all beings as long as the universe remains. Joyful there in that blessed assembly of the Buddha, may I be reborn like the holy ones from an exquisite lotus, and may the Buddha Amitabha himself foretell my own enlightenment. May I thereafter emanate endlessly through the power of perfect wisdom to accomplish countless benefits for living beings in all the 10 directions. Through whatever small virtues I have gathered by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra, may all the virtuous aspirations of living beings be accomplished in a single moment. Through the boundless merit gained by dedicating these aspirations of Samantabhadra, may the countless beings drowning in the torrent of suffering reach the stage of Amitabha. May this greatest of dedication prayers benefit countless living beings. May reciting this ornament of Samantabhadra release all beings from the suffering of the lower realms.
Om